Hello everyone. In this video we will cover meaning and concept of livelihood from unit 1 of rural livelihood and production systems. Yes, first we'll discuss what is livelihood. Basically, livelihood means of making the living, but there is a certain definition by according to Chambers and Conway, which state that livelihood comprise the capability, asset and activity required for a means of living. A livelihood is sustainable when it can cope and recover from stress and shock like drought, food, war, etc. Maintain or enhance its capabilities and assets while not undermining the nature-based resource. As livelihood are determined by multiple factors, a combination of different type of information is needed to understand them. The information include vulnerability context, livelihood resource or assets, policy, institution and process, livelihood strategy, livelihood outcome or goal. All these types of information are component of livelihood framework. First we will discuss vulnerability context. The vulnerability context refer to full range of factors that can impact on people's livelihood and place them at risk of becoming food insecure. It includes the following factor over which people have limited or no control. First is long-term trend. In 2020, we can see corona outbreak. This corona outbreak is a long-term trend. This will impact mankind for a long time. Other things like are land degradation, climate change, price inflation and spread of HIV. Next is shock that will impact livelihoods. Like in 2020 we can also see locust attack in Rajasthan, which will damage the crops by eating them. This shock is short term, but it will impact a lot. Other shocks like drought, flood, market collapse, conflict or insecurities. Seasonal stress such as disease burden, water shortage, food shortage. These are like seasonal stress. Next is livelihood resource or assets. People require a range of assets to achieve positive livelihood outcome. Livelihood assets encompass what people have. Basically, it is divided into 5 categories: human assets, social asset, natural asset, physical asset and financial assets. These 5 assets or categories are interlinked. First, we will discuss what is human asset. Human asset represent the skill, knowledge, education and ability to work and good health that enable people to pursue different livelihood. Next is social asset. Social asset refer to status in society as well as access to an extended family and other social networks. Natural assets like land, forest, water resources, etc. Physical asset, this include land, shelter, tool, equipment, but may also be community owned, example road infrastructure. Financial assets, it include cash, bank deposit, livestock and jewelry. Let me give you an example. In 2019 I got opportunity to visit a village named Kandarwasa. Kandarwasa village, it's in Madhya Pradesh, with a population of around 1500 to 2500 people. In this village there is a river named Gangata. From this river Gangata, all the community people fetch their water from daily purpose activities like for bathing, washing their clothes and even for drinking purpose. Thus this river Gangata is act as a natural asset for the villagers. and also this village has 2 primary school and 1 high school. The teacher who is giving education to all these children are treated as human assets, as they are giving their skills to train the children of that village. And also the village own a community hall. In that community hall, people can organize their small functions or party. Thus, this community hall is owned by a community and it can treated as physical asset. Next, we will discuss about policy, institution and processes. These are the important set of man-made external factors that shape the opinion that people have in achieving their livelihood goals. Example, like suppose Indian government has changed the policy to import the agriculture product and commodities. Thus, this will impact livelihood of farmer as their demand of produce will increase, as there is no other sources to get the products. Next is livelihood strategies. Livelihood strategies are the range and combination of activity and choices that people normally make or undertake in stable and peaceful time in order to achieve their livelihood. Example, productive activity, investment strategy. Livelihood strategies can be further divided into 2 categories, that is natural resource based activity and non-natural resource based activity. Natural resource based activity like cultivation, livestock keeping, etc., and non-natural resource based activity like trade, services, remittances, etc. In the urban area, we are able to see only non-natural resource based activity, but in rural area we can easily see a combination of both strategies, that is natural resource based activity and non-natural resource based activity. Next is livelihood outcome or goal. Livelihood outcome can be categorized under 3 headings: economic, biological and social. Food and income security, that is ability to acquire sufficient food and income to meet basic need, is essential and economic outcome. Mortality and malnutrition rate or level are essential biological measure of livelihood outcome. Dignity is an all-encompassing term that include notion like choice and control over one's future, sense of self-worth and status. It is clearly a social measure, as such is hard to quantify. Yes, that's all about meaning and basic concept of livelihood. Thank you.